welcome to another episode of Book Talk. I and today we're gonna be talking about we're going to talk about the fifth maximum maximum right book, which is called ladies and gentlemen. I was just going to feed it and let it go to sleep, but yeah, that happened. We're gonna talk about Max, a maximum. And boy, do I have some things to say about this book. We're gonna talk about the pros. So the pros of this book, it has bit more chapters, but it's still the same amount of chapters as the fourth book, around like into like the 70s chapters. I think this one has like 76, and then the epilogue. And also, this is cool because this is my book. Like, I actually, got it. It gives you a cool teaser for the manga series, so that's pretty cool. That's a pro I have. Another pro is that there's not really a lot of third person, honestly. It's really rare to see them. Like, maybe 3 times, at least. But other than that, that's pretty much it. There is a bit more action. There's a bit more action in this book, than the fourth book, but it's not like as big or grand as like the first 3 books. So that is a little bit of downfall, to be honest. Um, Also, like I said, it's quick, easy to read. There are page numbers, but I don't think it still has table of contents. So there's that. But again, um, the chapters are really short, so I can see why they don't. The author doesn't really want to have table of contents. Um, I think this is actually really new. Is that they actually add a prologue. Um, in this book. There is literally a prologue. I think the fourth book maybe have a prologue. I can't exactly remember for sure. I can't remember for sure. But yeah, so that's something new. Honestly, I thought also a pro is that there's no Fang blog, which I am honestly glad they kind of somewhat get rid of, because I didn't like the flame blog being the book. I mean, it's really cool, to see that and everything and all. But there were times where when I got to the flame blog, I was just like, can we just get to the actual story? I want to know what's happening with Max and the other characters. Now, speaking of characters, how this book made me hate a 6-year-old. This book made me hate Angel so much because she was stubborn and annoying. Now, I know there are times where she has been proven right about some things, but I feel like she should just talk to them, explain why she feel like it's important and everything, even though it's too dangerous for her to do certain things. She, like, again, she is smart and clever and knows what she's talking about, but she should have to tell them about things to just like go on and say, oh, we need to do this. I'm gonna do this. And the Max being like, no, it's too dangerous for a good reason. And then she just like really, yeah, she did, and just disobeys Max. Like, I just, I just did not like her character arc. So there is that. I do like this where there's a bit of butt on a relationship. Like, oh, I don't know what's that. The oh, I'm not doing that again. But by the way, my friend Junior name my furry annoyed. So annoyed search. Anyway, um, and so there's that. I like the building the relationship because it's been building up since like the first book, the second book, a bit more around the third book, a lot more in the fourth book, and the fifth book it's been more subtle, but definitely more in there and everything. And also it's really interesting that the direction of Window is like when you read in the beginning, um Max actually talked about the books as if she's writing them, which is kind of weird because I never see her saying that she's writing these books to help make people understand or anything like that. Like, I know, like, Percy Jackson did that, and I think there's another, like, a few other books who did that where they, oh, if you read this, then there's danger or whatnot and everything like that. And so, and Max didn't do that? I don't think so. Like, I remember in the first book, when you read the first page, she's like, oh, by the way, have fun with these adventures or whatever. But she never, like, explains it, oh yeah, she's writing these things or whatever. Last time I checked. I don't know. I don't know if I like that, honestly. I don't know if I like that in the book. I don't know. So, do I think this one failed as a book? Not really. I think it's still somewhat good, but I think like the fourth and the first three were definitely better. I think this one definitely kind of fall down just a little bit, but it's still enjoyable to read, and it's still not bad of a book or anything to continue the Maximum Ride series. Because, like I said before, I have seen people talking about like the first three books are the best, and then the rest is just sucky and terrible and blah 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 blah. And when I read the fourth book, I was like, I don't really see any problems with the fourth book that people were saying. Like, it wasn't bad. But yeah, it wasn't like exactly the same as like the first three books. But when I researched, like, because if you actually look, this is supposed to be book two of a new arc or a new section of the story of the Maximum Bright uh, characters, which is called the Protectors. I don't know if you can read that or not. I am so sorry. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, it says The Protectors Book 2 and The Final Warning is book 1 of The Protectors. And then the first 3 books are a story called The Fugitives or whatever, something like that. So it might be different because it's a different it might be different because, you know, it's different from the first 3 books because the first 3 books are all about action and fast pace and, you know, because you're always on the run and everything. But now we got to this new arc where they're still in danger and everything, but it's a different sort of danger. They're doing a lot of things differently now because it's nothing like what they have grown up now. So see, my annoyed understands the story completely, apparently. I think it was a bad idea to wake Annoyed up before doing this video. I don't know. Did you guys want to hear more what Annoyed says? You know, actually. You want food? Okay. Annoyed, do you have anything to say? Do you think Maximum... end of the book talk. Like I said, I'll just give this out of the 10 stars. I think this one will be around 7 out of 10 stars. So again, not bad book. I do like the first 3 a bit more, but other than that, it's all good. But I'm still going to reread it once in a while because why not? Anyways, KWL, goodbye. Annoyed, come here.